Hi guys, happy Good Friday. Hope you're having a good weekend. So I've made a couple of videos and I decided it was time to kind of update you guys again. Just to give you my stats real quick. So I was sleeved February 21st, 2017. Heaviest weight 275. A pre-op I was at 266. On surgery day I was 253. Currently today I'm 236. I've lost a total of 30 pounds. And so I'm about 8 weeks, I think, post-op now. So all in all, I've lost 30 pounds from the 266 weight. 275 was years ago. So from 266, I've lost 30 pounds. I haven't had any dumping. I've been lucky enough not to have any issues with that. I've not hardly been exercising. No excuses. I've been having a hard time finding a good time to be consistent about it, but ultimately I just haven't made a big enough effort. That's just being real. I've got to exercise more. Typical meal for me is raw milk, half a cup or a cup of raw milk in the morning. And even though my doctor says, no milk, the nutritional benefits of raw milk are just off the charts, and that's something that I drink for my health. And if that keeps me from getting to goal weight, as long as I can still lose weight, I don't care, because raw milk is the bomb. That's all I got to say about that. So I know controversial. If you have questions about raw milk, you can ask me about it in the comments or what have you, but that's many times what I'll have for breakfast as a meal in and of itself. And then sometimes I'll have a little bit of yogurt, maybe egg, cheese, normal stuff, probably stuff that you're eating. Lunch, might have a deli meat with a string cheese, maybe a handful of pork rinds, some cucumbers, whatever. Dinner, if I cook a meal, or I've also been using some Atkins frozen meals, and then I can only half of it, so I'll split it up between meals, or I'll eat the other half on the next day. But if I cook, like the other day I made stew and quinoa in replacement of rice. Stew and rice I used to live off of that. Now I can't have rice, but quinoa is a good replacement. You just got to watch portion size on that, because it is high in carb. The nutritional value, it's a superfood. It's off the charts, very high in protein. But because it is high in carb, you still have to watch a portion size. But it's even recommended for diabetic patients. So it actually is a very good replacement for rice. Just watch portion size. Okay, so the main thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was just I had sort of gone through a grieving process of what food used to be for me. And it's odd because I'm never 600 pounds. Yes, almost 300, so that's obviously way up there. But food is, everything revolves around food. Every celebration that you have, and even, family quality time around the table, it's just, everything is just around food. And I don't enjoy eating like I used to. The thought of, and I love to cook. I'm a home chef, self-taught. I've watched all the cooking shows, and I've, I really don't like to brag on myself because I'm not, super wonderful, but I know I do cook very well. I just have to, brag on myself a little bit. I do cook very well. And I love experimenting with new ingredients and just making flavors that make my family happy, and I just enjoy it. And I kind of lost that a little bit. I did lose that a little bit because they're just like, I can't have that, can't have that, can't have that. What's the point? But, that was a bad attitude about it. And I've discovered now, within, the past few weeks, that I can still do that, but I just have to get more creative with the ingredients that I'm allowed to use. And so I'm getting a little bit of that back. But but food is just, I'm eating to live. You know, I'm not eating for the enjoyment of it. I'm not eating because I'm happy. I'm not eating because I'm bored. I'm not eating because I'm sad. I'm just eating because it's 2 o'clock. It's my lunchtime. It's 6 o'clock. It's my dinner time. Okay, what am I going to eat? You know, and there's nothing there but I have to eat to live. And I've grieved over that a little bit because it's just changed more than I thought that it would. It was sad to me in a way that, you know, I couldn't look forward to a meal. And it's been difficult, the mental part of it, to reevaluate my entire relationship with food. And it's difficult. It's been difficult. I can't even explain it fully because I guess until you go through it, you know, you just maybe not going to understand what that feels like. And then as a mom who loves to cook for our family, and then I'm just sitting here eating frozen Atkins meals, like what the hell, you know? It can be hard. But as I said, in the past couple of weeks, you know, I've been looking up different recipes and getting excited about what I can do with the ingredients that I'm allowed to use to make something delicious. And so I'm getting a little bit, and I think I'll be okay. I'm going to be okay. And it helps that I've actually lost weight. See, because before when I'd go on some kind of a diet, I'd lose a little bit of weight, but then I would stall, I would start gaining back. And so I wouldn't stick to whatever it was I was doing because it was just so frustrating that I wasn't losing weight. So this I can stick to, and it can be a process that I continue on because I'm seeing the results. And so that's what surgery does for you. Resets everything, allows you to stick to what you need to stick to. It can be a little bit harder, I think, for sleevers because a lot of us, I won't say most, I don't really know statistics, but a lot of us do not dump. I haven't had any dumping, as I said, so I can eat pretty much whatever. I tried Halo Top ice cream. I had half a serving. A serving is half a cup, and so I had half a cup. And it tastes so good. And I didn't need a whole lot to just kind of satisfy my sweet tooth. And it's high in protein, it's low in sugar, it's low in fat. It was only 35 calories for the serving that I had. And so that would be a product that I recommend that you try out. But you still need to not go overboard on it. And you still could dump if you are one who has an issue with eating sugar. So just be aware of that. So real quick, because I'm getting kind of lengthy here, I just wanted to give a shout out to a few Facebook groups because it is really difficult to get out there and find a good group. And so the first group is Mama Bear of Bariatrics, a smaller group. But the owner is very invested in everybody in the group. Excuse me. She is very encouraging. It's just a very positive group with a smaller amount of people. She posts recipes of the day, tips of the day, and different things to kind of give you ideas. And everybody there is pretty great. The second one is My Bariatric Kitchen. Much larger group. However, the owner is also a certified nutritionist. She has a business that she runs through that group. She does classes. She teaches classes, and you don't have to sign up for the classes. You can just be in the group for support. But if you want to learn more about her program, you can sign up for the classes. I personally am interested. Don't know when I'll get to sign up, but I would check that out. For a large group, they run it pretty tightly. And you're not going to go in there and find a bunch of drama. I mean, they run it pretty well, and I've enjoyed it so far. The last group I just joined a few days ago, and it's pretty cool. It's bariatric badasses for weight loss for WLS, and so you can look that up. A very non-PC group. If you have a sailor's mouth, you'll fit right in. I'm not really big on, using all that language, but it doesn't bother me, and I think that the people in there are just very real and very laid back, and they know you're there for support, not to be dictated to or yelled at for whatever choices that you're making, but very supportive. Everybody in there seems pretty great. So like I said, I just joined, so that's my first impression. So if you want to check those out, one thing I would not recommend is bariatric eating support group. And my video is getting a little bit long here, but I just want to quickly tell you, they have 3 groups: bariatric eating support, no more regain, and bariatric 101. The owner of that group is also the owner of a company called Bariatric Eating, and she does not care about support. She cares about selling her products, and she will give you bad advice. Their vitamins do not have the correct calcium for bariatric patients. We need calcium citrate, and her vitamins have calcium carbonate. So she's selling products that are not appropriate. They're at very high prices, and her group is run by a bunch of Nazis who will be very rude to you and make you cry. I mean, that's just the honest truth of it. I didn't get banned from there, but I ended up joining a group called Banned from Bariatric Eating. Sorry, I had a fly. Because there's an entire group of people that were either banned or left that group because of how they treat people. So I do not recommend that group. I might talk about that more in the future because there's if you're curious about it. But I just really, if I had one piece of advice right now, do not join that group. It is not healthy, it is not supportive, and you will not find good help there. But guys, that's it. I've talked long enough, I think. I'm excited about furthering my journey. Hopefully by the next time that I talk to you, I will have a better exercising schedule, and I'll be able to give you some more good news. So just keep on going. If you have any questions, if you have questions about raw milk, anything that I've talked about, please let me know in the comments. You can follow me on Instagram. Also, Rini Got Sleeved. There, I don't post every day, but you can follow me there. That's where I document my photos and different meals and things. So, y'all have a blessed Resurrection weekend, and I'll see you next time.